Hey, Trevor.
Hey, Trent.
How you doing?
Doing well yourself?
Yeah, doing good. Doing good.
We're still in the same spot.
I know, same spot. Just one more shoot this way of not being able to get into the proper podcasting thing.
I feel like this is a podcast in general is evolving, and eventually we're going to be at the new studio. So the old studio may as well stay locked.
I guess so. Actually, on that too, how close is the downtown one versus like Maitland? Is this one closer?
It's a lot closer for me.
The downtown office?
Yeah.
We should just start doing the podcast there.
Yeah. Do they have like some sort of room there?
I set up a room. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically we did. I just pulled the chairs in. We made it look professional. We put a little plant in place.
Is that where you did it with David?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We did it right there.
We just do it at the new one.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And then we get the nice backdrop of like the buildings and everything. I think we got permission to finally shoot from there, obviously. To start doing videos. Nobody said
Really?
take them down.
So you need permission to shoot from...
There was some legal stuff that said, hey, don't talk about the building. Don't talk about, things.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I just... there's always so much legal stuff involved with stuff, and...
Yeah.
People have to sign, like when they know information about certain buildings and stuff, they sign these NDAs and they're not allowed to talk about them. Mm-hmm. And you're like, wait, why aren't you allowed to talk?
What's going on back there? Yeah. Nope. So that's what happened.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, for the longest time, it's like we don't want anybody. I think they're okay with it now. So it's good. So we can definitely do it from there. And then it's a great backdrop, having the buildings in the background. So it'll be cool.
Can you mention what building it is?
I don't know.
On YouTube?
Let's just avoid it until I see something that says you can say it now. It's okay.
The strange thing is you would think you'd be able to advertise your office where it's located.
Well, maybe we just want to wait till it's all nice and renovated, and then we can do the launch of like, here it is, kind of thing. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Expect that type of launch.
Yes.
Yeah. When are we expecting that launch?
I have no idea. They keep saying they're gonna work on this part, and then I saw they moved some chairs and tables, but then again, I haven't been in this week, so.
I feel like he's been pretty busy. Summer's kind of the time to do conferences and going places and doing things. And
actually, it's almost the opposite. People are saying that summer is the busier time, so not a lot of conferences take place.
I mean, I guess that's true, but they've been doing a lot of them. It seems like you've been doing a lot. I don't know.
Well, no, it's probably just because I went to India.
Maybe it seems like that.
And then we went to UWM, where UWM does that weekly, taking some agents up there to learn and grow.
And we don't do that in the winter because they got snow.
Yeah. It's not a good look to take Florida agents up there.
It was cold enough a few months ago.
It was brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I learned some tips and tricks for another visit up to UWM.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Somebody takes agents and they go almost like once a month. Like, so shout out to like Marilee. She's up there like once a month, and she told me some trade secrets to make the trips even more memorable and fun.
Okay. So in the future, it's even going to be better, huh?
Even better. Yeah.
Okay. Because they are pretty fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it. I struggle because, we have 4 kids and 3 dogs and 2 cats, and it's a lot, So leaving that, it's just I'm leaving everything for Jessica. Or if Jessica comes with me, then we're having to figure out what the heck's
Good luck. The dogs are taking care of the cats are taking care of the kids. It's a whole.
Yeah, we definitely leave the golden retriever in charge.
Oh, yeah.
And the 6-year-old is in charge of everybody else.
I could see that.
As far as the humans, yeah. He's pretty much doesn't do anything wrong, and then he tells on everybody else. So,
so you're getting a full report when you get back.
Yeah, it's he's so funny with stuff. He acts sometimes he acts like a little kid, like talking like a baby, but the things he says are so intelligent. It's just like I don't remember being 6 and thinking that. Like, of course, I don't really remember being 6 too much. A little bit, a few memories.
Yeah, a few things.
Yeah, like I remember getting bit by that dog.
Oh, that's pretty memorable.
Yeah, it's traumatic.
Uh-huh.
That part of my butt bit off. And that's why I don't like German Shepherds to this day. So sorry for the German Shepherd lovers, but I was running after my dad one time, trying to catch up to him at my house, mind you. And as I'm running, a dog came up and bit me in the buttocks.
No.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be running, human.
Yeah, no, my dad was walking with one of his best friends, and it was the dog's owner. Have I told you this story before? Yeah, it was the dog's owner, and the dog just thought I was attacking his human.
Oh,
so because I was running after him, and
gotcha.
so yeah, no, he got me.
Try to protect my human.
So, anyways, that's the end of German Shepherds for me. So, don't you ever bring a German Shepherd. Do you have any dogs?
Not anymore, just a cat.
Okay, no plans on any dogs, or
not right now. No,
just Rishwa, not like.
I think we're just kind of placed that it's that whole concept's like, you know, hard. It's the you enjoy everything, but she doesn't like the ending.
Yeah, that's a difficult thing, and you never know when that's going to happen. It usually happens quick, and it's like, I mean, how many times are you going to subject yourself to it?
Right.
So
it's like,
I am kind of on board with that because, like, literally, like my dog now, I'm like, okay, you're 6, so you're about halfway through life. Oh man, I only have half.
Or halfway.
Yeah, like you know, I don't know. I can't help but to think that way, but it's like, you know, you got to take advantage. I love that dog.
Right.
So, but the other thing too is when we go anywhere, we have to take into account who's watching them, what we're doing with them, you know.
Yeah.
So you don't have that problem.
No. Well, I mean, if it's a longer trip, like, like we went to India, somebody had to come and feed our cat. But if we go out for like a weekend or something like that, you know, we could probably be okay. Just, you know, giving it a little bit extra dry food, a little bit extra canned food, and then, all right, see ya. Yeah. Or the neighbor turns out that we had watched our cat, loved her so much that we could probably like, hey, can you stop in on one extra day? You know, just one day and check on her.
Yeah.
You know, so
I feel like there's a lot of people that don't mind cat sitting. Dog sitting is a little bit more intensive.
Right.
So
you have to walk them, have to take them out. Yeah. She's kind of self-contained for her bathroom duties.
Yeah. In fact, our cats, they're afraid of other humans. So good luck even seeing them if you go over to take care of them. You're just going to check the food
and water
and litter box, and that's, you know, litter boxes, and that's it. That's it. So
yeah, makes it easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
MortgageCon 2026 isn't just another mortgage conference. It's an immersive, high-octane adventure across Universal Orlando. With 40 plus exhibitors, this is where mortgage originators come to level up and let loose. Join the magic. Grab your ticket now at mortgagecon2026.com.
So we have one under contract right now that
it's clear to close.
We have a couple that are under contract, but yeah, that one too.
Oh yeah.
So when are we closing on that one?
7th.
7th. That's right.
Yep.
So, man, they're excited, I think.
Good.
Yeah, they were a little bit nervous for a while, but that's because their company keeps moving them around. So I think, you know, it's like, is this really going to be the place? But he's getting into a good job position. In fact, he was supposed to move to Orlando, you know, and then they put him in a better job position to basically head that area over there in Tampa.
Yeah.
So, you know, it works out.
Perfect.
You know, and then we had refer out, obviously, a little bit. So
a little bit far drive to show houses in Tampa.
Yeah. We got a call yesterday from somebody that, so we referred clients to a listing agent up in Georgia, and they've been trying to sell their house for a year and a half now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's about a $1.4 million house. And so, and it's outside of, let's see, where is it? It's outside of any major city. So it's kind of, it's just tough, you know. It was a tough sale. It's sat for a while.
Yeah.
But we got a call that, hey, you know what? We're going back and forth, and it looks like we're going to accept an offer. So we're going to be here this weekend. So they're coming this weekend to go looking all day Saturday.
Yay!
Yeah. So they're about, you know, they're going to be between 700 and $1 million.
Cool.
So I got to find out, I think they're cash once they close, but if they're not, I should figure that out. It's been so long since we started showing them property a year and a half ago, but they did not want to buy anything until they sold.
Yeah.
So I need to find out again, because it's
definitely find out, and then be like, well, what if you go from cash to, like, you could buy one to live in and one to rent out?
Yeah.
Now you have 2 appreciating houses.
I just feel like why would you use all your cash when the cheapest way to borrow money is like your mortgage?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it goes over a long period, but it's like interest rates are usually way less money than any other form of borrowing money in any other way.
Right. When you look at the difference too, that you don't have to you have to prove the viability of yourself as a borrower. So you have to prove, hey, I have this in assets. I have, this is my credit score. Here's what I make. Versus like a business loan where you have to like prove the viability of the business, have a fully structured like business plan even, because that's like one of the things I was talking to my wife about. She's very entrepreneurial. She was looking at buying some businesses. I'm like, well, have you set up your business plan yet? Oh, no. Okay. Well, that would be a step that you should consider before you buy something. You have to prove that your business is viable, right? Especially if you don't have one before. Where buying a house, you don't have to have bought a house before. You just show that you can make the payments.
That makes sense. Yeah. And then, the thing too is you can take all that money and leverage it. If you have all that extra money, you can buy some rentals. Mm-hmm.
Right.
DSCR, some stuff. You can buy, and then if with a refi into a DSCR or whatever, however you want to do it, can you just purchase with a DSCR?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just purchase with a DSCR.
Yep.
If you got the money just closing down to make everything work.
Right. As long as the property makes money. So DSCR is the debt service coverage ratio, which just basically means, does the rent received cover the mortgage payment? Now, obviously, if you're taking and you have somebody who puts half down, it's really easy to cash flow. Now you have the cash flow coming in. It's paying for itself. You're actually pocketing a little bit of money. So it can be a great way to do it. So if you buy in a great area, why not have another house in a great area instead of paying cash?
Yeah, and exactly. I just I feel like even if you're purchasing like $300,000 house and you're putting down $100,000, you could buy a bunch of them. Just start getting and then down the road, you potentially refi even more and pull out or something, or move that on to something else. Or
you can definitely do that. It's funny too, because like people don't think about it this way, but I don't know how many times I'll talk to somebody who's been older and they've owned their house for a long time and now they're selling it later and they're like, wow, I bought this at $200,000 and now I'm selling it for $800,000. I wish I could have bought the whole block.
Yeah.
Well, some people in some cases you can buy maybe couple of houses at a time right in the same area.
Yeah.
You like the area for a reason. Other people like the area for a reason. It's going to appreciate. So it's a good way to kind of look at it.
Yeah. I met a lady that had a whole bunch of houses in Idaho. I actually, I picked up their renters as a client. I sold the renters a house, and the owner of the house that was renting to those people decided they were going to sell after the renters left. And she was so impressed with how I handled and negotiated her renters that she's like, would you want to sell my house? And then we built a relationship, and then I found out she was slowly selling off all her houses. Well, her husband spent years doing condo development.
Okay.
And so he had quite the portfolio and stuff, but he didn't want anything to do with residential houses. He's like, so we're like, even when they invited me over to their house, he's just like, these are her babies. She just got bored. She wanted to buy houses. And so she started buying houses in 2009, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
And she would get a loan on all of them, pay down enough. I don't know what type of loans she had at that time or whatever, but as the years went on, they went up in price, and the rent went up a little bit. So it covered even more and more of the mortgage as time went on.
Yeah.
And every single one of them, when she sold, had some sort of mortgage, but the amount of money she made at the end, and I mean, she was in her 80s, so she didn't need the money or anything. This was more or less a fun hobby for her.
Yeah. Like these houses and then see big returns later.
Yeah. And I was just like, that must be fun, making a couple $1 million in the couple years just selling stuff off.
Yeah.
Things that, and she built such a good relationship. Most of her renters, like, she kept low rent because she just wanted them to stay there and take care of the place. you know.
It's a great incentive when you're protecting millions later.
Yeah. And those people, a lot of those renters were like there for like 7-8 years, or since when she bought the place. It was like incredible. So sometimes it was like we were trying to get some of those people approved, you know, to purchase. In all that time, some people just never get the incentive to really get on track.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them we couldn't really help, you know, but it was just so interesting. I was like, man, that's all you got to do. We complicate things, and we want instant return.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just look at this model where it's like a decade later, then all of a sudden, you know.
Now it's good, right? Because it's hard right now because everything's like messy, right? So everyone's like, oh, it's probably not a great time to buy, and inventory keeps increasing, and like in our area specifically. But it's like if you can get a little bit of an entry, you get a trading card for later, right? So that's what it can be too, is that you're picking up this trading card that maybe you don't go anywhere for 5 years, but you've built equity here and it's appreciated. And then if you do go to move in 5 years, do you rent it out? Or do you have something to sell now that you get the equity out of it to put it in a new place?
Yeah.
So, or do you leave it alone and let it keep appreciating? Because like, wow, it came up this much in 5 years. It is so hard to see what the long term can be because we're in such an attention-based society. Even with like house prices and gaining equity, people don't want to wait to get more return. They want it now. If I buy it, can it go up 50 grand tomorrow?
Yeah.
No. Well, all right, great.
It'd be ideal. I mean, so some of the people that bought in 2019 did have that thing where like,
they did.
You know, 2020, 21 came around, you know, all of a sudden your house doubled in price.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of people that I sold houses to in 2019 ended up selling their houses in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And the incredible part is if you did it in 2021, you were pretty much at the peak of the market. And it was before the interest rates really changed in 2022. So the people that purchased in 2019, sold in 2022, still got a good interest rate purchasing work. They cleaned up, and I sold to a few of those people, and I was just like, wow, like timing is everything.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But if you never jump in, you would never have anything to trade or time the market with.
That's true. In fact, I can't remember who I was talking to, but somebody was telling me that most people's investments, like they buy a house, and then most of the time they'll take out like a HELOC or something, borrow against their house, basically, to start getting rentals going. The other way to go about it is just get the rentals going first.
All right.
You know, and then you can potentially take out or use that equity or whatever to build from there. And that might take a little bit more time depending on the market.
Yeah.
But all options.
Yep.
So
definitely.
Yeah. So what do you got going on? Anything, Lenny? Anything exciting?
Anything exciting? Well, so today, I think I just got some things just got cleaned up. Got file that closed. Got another one that got like clear to close. I said, all we need is the insurance. He submitted insurance 2 minutes later. It was really felt like it was like my processor was like, hey, insurance submitted. I got the notification minutes later. It felt like, or it was within the same hour at least. Clear to close. I'm like, great. That's always a good feeling.
That is a good feeling.
Yeah. So that's good there. But I think it's just kind of having to almost do this like reset. Atlantic City really threw off like the whole flow because it's like, feels like it should be Tuesday, but it's Friday. So it's like we're going into a weekend and I'm like, whew, you know, travel would mess up. But I'm really looking forward to just sit down, sit tight, and just like grind through the rest of the summer. You know, is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I mean, I'm going to be gone next week for church camp. But I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be able to work in the evenings periodically through things, but through the day. But you know, I think it'll be a lot of fun. But it's the last event that I'm doing this time consuming for the summer. I can't do any more. Like all the work, I feel like, you know, in certain things, I don't know if you do this, but like tonight even, we're hosting it's kind of bring your own chairs, bring your own drinks if you want, hang out on our driveway. It's a driveway party.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we do that from like 6 to 9. And then, but we usually get a bunch of people showing up and then other neighbors put them on and we have to show up, you know, for their stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're having that tonight just to, you know, get to know the neighbors. That's a part of the reason we get a lot of listings in our area, in our neighborhood. We know our people.
Right.
You know? So we're having that tonight, but it's one of those things I'm just like, during the summer, it's just one thing after another. It's nonstop. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I get a little. I'm just like, wow, I'm really tired.
Yeah. I'd be just like worn out, and then like for me, the travel was so jam packed, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I almost tried to plan a beach day myself. And I was like, no, we can't because somebody's not feeling well. I'm like, okay, fine. Next time.
Beach days actually help with that because all that sun kills everything, kills all the microbes and stuff. So gives you some vitamin D to fight back with.
Yeah.
So, my buddy, he's coming down in a week, so we got to make sure he submits those bank statements because I think he'll be back in a week to start shopping again or something. Week and a half. Yeah,
we just need bank statements on it. And he's good to go.
So yeah,
another good one.
Yeah. That'd be nice to have him in town, and I think we'll have him on the podcast because he's something else.
Ooh,
we actually meet him.
That'd be cool.
He wants to meet you. He likes meeting everybody. This is one of the most social people you'll ever meet in your life. Mm-hmm. And he owns a mold remediation company. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's like introduced me to some realtors so I get some business. I was like, dude, you're gonna know so many more realtors than I know just in like a month being here. That's his personality or whatever. But we'll get him on the show. He's a kick, dude. And I think you'll probably end up sending him some business too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like, cause you talk to somebody about mold and then like he'll talk your ear off about how like different things. Like you'll know that he's your guy. He'll take care of everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Need a specialist like that.
Yeah. And he'll get paid at closing and things depending on the situation. And,
that is helpful too.
So yeah, he works with everybody. So yeah, it'll be nice. Yeah. But anyways, we probably hit about 23 minutes right now.
Maybe, I think so. 23, 24.
You think so?
I didn't time this one.
You didn't really?
No, I think I glanced, but I think we're a little off. Yeah, I think we're at like 22 maybe.
Yeah.
I think you're right about there.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks, Trent.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
See you in the next one.